Good morning, everyone. Today is the day that I'm selling my motorcycle to one of our subscribers. He's been kind enough to let me use the bike for up to this point to where we're leaving. Many of you have wanted to see the bike up close. I had a couple of videos way back showing the bike, but here's what I got. It's the Nmax 155. All I've done to the bike is add this trunk, which holds my helmets or whatever else you're carrying in it. And I've added shocks, upgraded the shocks to these YSS gas charged adjustable shocks. Other than that, it's stock. I didn't do anything to the bike other than that and a new windshield. I put this taller windshield and mirrors. It was a kit that I ordered, and of course my phone holder here to the bike. This little clip right here, hang your bags off of, go to the store. It's handy. Only other thing I've really done to it, so it's pretty much a stock bike except for these items. But yeah, the new owner is going to be super happy with this bike. It's been a great bike. We're going to load it up here in John Paul's van. He's got a tall van. I hope I don't have to take this windshield off. I might have to get it to fit. But we'll see how it goes. He should be here any minute. We can load this up. Just like I told the buyer, got all the original parts. I got the old shocks in here, the original stock shocks. I got the original windshield that came on the bike here. That's about it. Pretty simple setup. I did have to buy this bracket to hold the trunk, the extension bracket here on the back here. And I did not keep the old one. The dealer, when I purchased this, conveniently kept the old one, which didn't matter to me too much. I didn't ask for it back, so that's the only original part that I didn't keep on the bike, was the original tail piece here. But yeah, had this tail piece put on, extended out so the bike can accommodate the trunk. It's like a 40-liter trunk. It's been pretty good. I do have a lock for the wheel lock under the seat here. That I never really used. I think I used it a little bit back in the Seascape. But there is a key for the lock on the key ring, as well as for the trunk. The lock's the skinny one, and the trunk is the shorter, flat key. And I'm saying all this because maybe the new owner is going to be wondering what key goes to what. Like I said, holds the helmets, holds plenty of bags of stuff when you go to the store or whatever, to the market. Also got some tie downs here for the top, in case you want to tie a box on, which I've done many times on our camping trips from Angeles here to Barretto, strapping down some luggage. So there we go. I do have some saddlebags I'm going to give him too, that I purchased to hang over the seat. Almost forgot those. Better grab those real quick. But yeah, I'm going to miss this old bike. Shouldn't say old. It's not that old. It's 2019, but I bought it in 20. So it's about a year old actually. A year old in July, I believe, is when we purchased it last year. Right as the pandemic was letting up a little bit in Barrio, down to Subic City, or Subic Town rather. So those of you old timers that's been around, they know Subic Town as Subic City. That's how I refer it to. And Yamaha dealer there in Subic Town, made the purchase there. Man, we loved it ever since. We've really enjoyed having this bike. I don't think I would come back here without getting another bike. We do plan on coming back. When we do come back, I will purchase another bike. I don't think I would stay here without having some transportation. I know that's mixed feelings with a lot of people that live here. Mark, he's just really dead set against driving over in the Philippines. For me, I really enjoy it. I think it's super convenient to have that bike at your beck and call. You go out and just jump on and go where you want to go. I do take a trike from time to time again, and of course we took the Jeepies, and now we call it Grab here in Angeles because it's so convenient. But got a few days left before we depart, and here goes the Nmax. We'll get another one when we get back. Get the newest model maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a bigger bike and get on the highway with it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, here's these saddlebags I found. Here's these saddlebags I got. I bought them off Lazada. They were kind of cheap, but they did a great job for hauling extra clothing and what have you. It's a nice little addition to having a motorbike over here if you're on little trips. These little saddlebag, it's not waterproof or anything, but it does the job. You can fit quite a bit of stuff in these. Little canvas material bag with some faux leather on it, but yeah, your passenger can sit right here and on top of the bag, and you tie it off to the bracket underneath the trunk with these strings. Yeah, it's a nice little setup. Pass that on to the gentleman that bought this. He'll appreciate that when he goes to the market. Anyway, waiting on John Paul to arrive so we can load this bad boy in the back of the van. I'm curious to see if it's how it's going to fit. He claimed he can get it in there. So I know it's tall, but boy, I hope I don't have to take this windshield off of here, man. I hate to deal with that at the last minute, but it's just 4 screws. But that means the new owner has to put it back on. Trying to save him a little trouble, so we'll see what happens when John Paul gets here. The only other thing that I failed to mention I did buy, and I thought it was a really good little thing everybody should purchase for their bike, is this little foot stand, kickstand peg that gives it a little bit of a wider body. So when you do park it, it has something to grip onto. Sometimes you park it in muddy conditions or soft dirt. A lot of that's, you'll find, when you go to park your bike, you need some extra, little extra width on there because it will dig in and you don't want your bike falling over. So I did put that on there when I first bought it too. I think I bought it at the same time I got this little hook and I installed all this stuff, but that's pretty much it. Can't think of anything else that I actually bought other than the tarp that's under the seat for it to cover it up, protect it from the weather. So yeah, I'm still waiting on the van to get here. Shouldn't be too long. Challenge. Hopefully everything goes smoothly putting this in the van. It's humid this morning too. I'm gonna be sweating like a you-know-what trying to help him put this bike in the back of this van. I hope he brought help with him. We got Cowboy's bike here right next to mine. He's actually got the same model bike. He's went ahead and did a lot of other things. He's put upgraded shocks on his as well. He actually was the one that recommended upgrading the shocks, and he was right. All these big speed bumps here and potholes and everything. The stock shocks just don't do it. But he's opted to add all kinds of bling on here, different things. He's got the protective cage installed on here as well. He's got all these gold parts. It's just a preference, I guess, if you want your bike to stand out. He's got all the little gold bling bling going on here. You see that a lot over here too. I'm more of a just stock bike kind of guy. He actually upgraded his seat too, which I was thinking about doing. And if I had the bike any longer, I probably would have. Next bike I get, I'll definitely put a new seat on it. It looks a lot more comfortable than mine, especially if you're taking those trips from Angeles to Barretto. It gets a little bad on the butt, you know. But yeah, he's got the deal where he's got the mirrors and everything. Everything's all matching gold. I like the mirrors on mine that came with this this windshield. The fact that, see, his mirrors are on the handlebars, and when you turn, the mirrors of course turn with you. I like the fact that these mirrors are stable, and they were here, and I put little caps on here, but I like the fact these mirrors are built into the windshield, and they stay put. So when you're turning, you get your mirrors straight ahead still. So I really like that part of this bike, the way I've set it up with this new windshield. Of course, I got this phone holder on here, which is adjustable. It's pretty cool. Bought all this stuff on Lazada. You can position it in different directions. Got a bracket here. Of course, when you get the kit like this, the screws are never long enough to go back into the mount here. So I had to put longer screws. I do have the original screws in the bag. I've kept everything with this bike. I'm just one of those people that I don't throw anything out. All the original parts are here for the new owner. But yeah, I like the fact these mirrors here, they fold up too, to get them out of the way if you want, and snap back into place. And I like that. I like that part of about that windshield. Plus having that windshield, man, I've hit a few bugs, have deflected off of that windshield going down the highway or these back roads going to Barretto. And it's really, really nice to have that additional little windshield right there just to block some bugs hitting you in the face. But yeah, that's it. I don't think I've forgotten anything else. That I did forget that foot peg, but oh, I got new tires on it too. First thing I did when I bought this bike, I don't know, it seems like they put, even from the dealer, you don't get the best of like best tires or shocks. It's pretty much the stock stuff's okay, but first thing I did is I got these Michelin City Grip tires, because the ones on here, they were so slick. They looked like racing slicks. There was hardly any grooves in the tires, even right out of the gate. They just seemed so slippery looking. They might have been fine, but I opted to get these City Grips. Man, they throw the water out from under you. They're made for rain, and it's just a better quality tire. So I got rid of those like in the first month after I got this thing. So I need some tread on here. You know, you only got 2 wheels on the ground here. It's not like your car where you got 4. You need both wheels to be dispersing water and you know, sticking you to that road the best you can. So I focused on safety, practicality when I purchased add-ons for my bike. The shocks, like I said, great for the ride, much better ride, and they are adjustable to your weight. So that was a good move, those YSS shocks. But yeah, the tires probably are the best upgrade, most thoughtful as far as safety goes. The best upgrade that I could have made on this bike is getting these brand new City Grip tires on here. I know the new owner is going to appreciate the fact that these things were already thought of for him, and I hope he enjoys it. You know, as much as Mercy and I have, we really enjoy having the motorcycle over here, and this bike's been a great bike. There were so many options when I went out shopping for bikes, and you know, I decided on a name brand. Let's get a Yamaha. I went to a Heuse dealer, and they were a lot cheaper, of course, but you know, you could just see the quality in one of those Heuses, and you see them everywhere over here. A lot of the trike drivers here have Heuse bikes. Why? probably because they're a lot less expensive. There's so many Rusies here, probably cheaper parts, but I bet you would have to replace things on the Rusi a lot more than you will on this Yamaha. Yeah, I only have 3,590 kilometers on this bike from the time I bought it. I really drove it very little, honestly, considering the time I've had it. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not. Yeah, 3,590. Every bike I've seen for sale on the Facebook Marketplace, kind of judged what to sell it for by that, seeing what my competition was selling for. And you know what? I saw a lot of bikes for sale on there, secondhand like this. Most of them had 16,000 kilometers on them. Hardly any of them had under 10,000 kilometers on them. The same year, same model. Without upgrades like I've done. So I priced it under what they were asking for their bikes just to get rid of it. And luckily, Mark, a subscriber, hit me up at Beloy when we were doing a camping trip, ran into me and said, "I'll take that bike." I said, "Great." I said, "I don't have to advertise it. I don't have to do anything." But he said, "Of course, you know, I'll let you ride it and I'll let you drive it until you have to leave." And that was another bonus. I was like, dude, what a great deal. What a nice guy. He didn't need it. He had another bike. He said he's just happy to get the bike. And it's the one he wanted. So worked out for both of us. What a deal. I appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, what a great deal. I mean, it was just meant to be, I think, for both of us. He got the bike he wanted. I got to drive the bike until I left. You know, like I said, things happen for a reason. Everything fell into place. Not running around scrambling, trying to get rid of the bike. I was actually thinking about keeping the bike and just keeping it here where I'm at. The landlord here said I could do that until I got back. But you know, I don't know when I'm coming back. So I just didn't want the bike sitting here, you know, waiting for me until we got back. So I decided, let's go ahead and sell it, and we'll get a new bike when we get back. Never had an accident on this bike. I've never bumped into anyone on it. Nobody's ever bumped into me on it. Never laid it down. Never fell down. It's really a great bike. It's like I've had it detailed several times, and you know, for $3 or any of these little car washes, I always get it back. I'm like, man, it's like it's just right off the showroom when they're done with it. They get the armor all on it and everything. I've got it cleaned up pretty good for the new owner, but he kind of hit me real quick here, and it's been raining a lot, so all I could really do is give it a quick wipe down for him. But you detail this bike up, it looks like new when it's done. It's not a scratch on it, like I said. Really taking care of it, and it's taking care of us, getting us from A to B all this time here in the Philippines. I would definitely consider another Nmax if I were to buy another one. I wouldn't buy anything less. The power, you need to have at least that 155. I've had this up to around 80 miles an hour. I think that's about the top speed, and that's with Mercy on the back. So it gets up there. It gets up there. Of course, it's automatic. I mean, there's no gears. It's one speed. It's got like a belt driven, no chain. It's a great bike. I would consider another Nmax, maybe the X-Max, but that's still not a 400cc bike. You need a 400cc bike or bigger to get on the toll roads here. And that would cut my trip to Barretto from here down to about an hour or less with that size of bike. So I'm considering getting a bigger bike my next time around. I don't even think the X-Max is big enough. It's not a 400cc either. We'll see how it goes. Maybe you see me riding around on a Harley next time I'm over here. Who knows? Well, I was just informed by the driver. I just called him to see where he was. He's almost here. just informed by the driver that he's by himself. He didn't bring any help to help get this bike in the back of this van. I was kind of preparing myself for that, but now I know what I'm up against. I'm gonna call my friend Cowboy down here and see if we can't put 2 or 3 hands on it, get it safely in the back of this van. It's not going any other way unless it's the right way. So, challenge is ahead. Load the bike in the van. Man, here we go. All right, everybody, we were able, I'm sorry we didn't get the whole thing. It took all 4 of us. There's Cowboy, he helped us out. He had to get some muscle in here. We got this bike in the back of this van safely. Had to take the windshield off, of course. I kind of figured we were gonna have to do that. But now the trunk's gotta come off to shut the door. Other than that, bike's in there. It's in there, it's not going anywhere. It's got seats on both sides. And we're gonna tie it down too, just in case, but we're gonna take this box off the back so the door can shut. That's how you haul an Nmax in a van, guys, right here. All right, we got the box off the back. It just pops right off. We're starting to unscrew it, and I forgot, it has an eject button on this trunk. Down below, a little red button. And you push that and the damn box comes right off like a piece of luggage. So that was easy enough to pop the trunk off. Hell, that was easier than taking the windshield off. Now the bike is in. All I hope is that that tailpiece, as they're driving, doesn't come back and take out this windshield. You know what? That's not on me. That'd be on Mr. John Paul to make sure that doesn't happen. There we go. Then you're gonna chock the wheel. Chock the wheel with a piece of wood. Make sure it doesn't roll back anymore. Cowboy's tied it up here as best he can. It's just not gonna really do much as far as keeping it from hitting this windshield, but like I said, he takes it easy. He should be all right. If I were him, I'd probably just keep this hatch open. Nah. It's not going anywhere, right? There's nowhere for it to fall. You got seats on one side. Kickstand's holding it up on this side. I think it's gonna be a good roll, right? Should be. Yeah, it should be all right. All right, let's see how much room we got in here. Is it gonna shut? Oh yeah. Let's see. The window didn't explode, so. How much room you got in there, John Paul? Very close? Maybe that. You're gonna shove that in behind there just in case. That makes sense. All right, John Paul, the whole crew here, we made it happen.
Everything's okay?
All right, buddy.
Okay, boss.
Have a good one. We'll see ya.
Yes, sir.
Be safe.
Thank you, sir.
I'll let the new owner know it's on the way. He'll be happy. Be careful.
Yes, sir.
Off goes the Nmax. Off to Barrio Barretto.